A private plane stops at the airport at 6 in the morning. A handsome man steps off the plane, buttoning his jacket. There was dozens of bodyguards behind him. One of his bodyguards comes forward and opens the car door, and the man sits in the car. After that, the car leaves from there. A lots of bodyguards were following behind him. The name of this man is Jungkook. He is a ruthless mafia and the CEO of the world's biggest company. Very few people have seen his face. Whoever has seen his face is not alive. Boss, we found the guy who tried to make your photo viral. I will come at night. Till then, you take care of him in your own way. Okay, boss. Saying this, he called someone and Jungkook got busy with his laptop. You can never catch me. Catch me if you have the courage. You are saying while running in the living hall. Wait, vampire, let me tell you how much courage I have and don't. Saying these words, Jimin runs after you to catch you. I am not a vampire, you are a vampire. Saying these words make Jimin run after you to catch you. You will never catch me. Saying this, you were running and suddenly you collided with someone. Then you closed your eyes for fear of falling. Then the person you collided with catches you. When you don't fall, you open your eyes and your eyes met the man's eyes. That man was also looking into your eyes. Bro, Jimin said loudly. You both come to your senses when you both hear Jimin's voice, and the man helps you stand up properly. Jungkook, Mrs. Jeon says as she comes down the stairs. Mom, you finally remembered your mother after 10 years. How are you? He hugged his mother and said, I'm angry with you. You missed us after so many years. Bro, will you go to America again? I won't talk to you if you leave us again. Mrs. Jeon breaks hug and speaks. I'm not leaving here, so you stop scolding. Jungkook was saying this while looking at you. When you see Jungkook looking at you, you look away because there was something in Jungkook's eyes that makes you feel scared. Really? You won't go to America? Yes, mom. Hearing this from Jungkook, Mrs. Jeon hugs Jungkook. You go and freshen up. Then we will all have breakfast. Okay, mom. Saying this, he walks away from there, but before leaving, he looks at you. Seeing Jungkook looking at you, you turn your face away. And who is he? He is my son. When brother said, Mom, did not you understand that he is my elder brother? Oh, sorry, I forgot you. Have no brain. Aunt, look, he is teasing me. Jimin, how many times have I told you not to tease her? Mrs. Jeon scolded Jimin. You start getting happy seeing Jimin getting scolded. Mom, why do you always support her? Because I'm good girl. Saying this, you hugged Mrs. Jeon. She is my mom, vampire. Saying this, he pulls your hair and runs away. You run behind him. Mrs. Jeon looks at both of you and goes to the kitchen. You smirk after hearing this from Jimin. Wine, please no. Jimin said no, no, but you did not listen to him and started pulling his hair. Someone was staring at both of you. It was none of other than Jungkook. Seeing you both like this, he clenched his fist in anger. You are 17 years old, your father is a businessman and your mother is a doctor. You and Jimin are best friends. Besides, you and Jimin are also neighbors. You are living in Jimin's house now because your parents have gone to the wedding of one of your cousins. Your exams are going on, that is why you did not go to the wedding. Mom, look, She messed up my hair. Jimin speaks to Mrs. Jeon complaining about you. Aunt, he is lying. Innocent face. Why do you always bother her? Scold. Seeing Jimin getting scolded by Mrs. Jeon, you start teasing Jimin and Jimin glares at you angrily. Aunt, look at how he is staring at me. Jimin, I won't talk to you from now on. After saying this, he starts eating breakfast and then Jungkook comes. Mrs. Jeon becomes happy to see Jungkook. As soon as your eyes fell on Jungkook, you averted your eyes from him because Jungkook's presence was making you feel afraid. Aunt, okay, bye. Good luck with your exam. Thank you, Aunt. Jimin, go and drop Wan to school. Mom, I'm late for university. I can't drop her to school. Aunt, he is saying all this to take revenge from me. He is not getting late. Okay, bye, Mom. Saying this, he goes away from there. Jungkook was checking some emails and you were sitting facing the car door. Away from Jungkook, although Jungkook was checking his email, but his eyes were on you. Boss, we reached school. You become happy when you hear this. Thanks for dropping me off at school. Saying this, you immediately got out of the car. Seeing you go like this brings a smile to Jungkook's face. Boss, where to go now? Even after some time, when Jungkook does not say to start the car, the driver asks forcefully. Hearing this, Jungkook stares at the driver and the driver gets scared. When you come out of the school, you see the driver standing near the Jungkook's car. Has the driver uncle not gone yet? Thinking this, you approach the car. Driver uncle, you have not gone yet. Madam, you come. I was waiting for you. You did not have to wait for me. You could have gone and come back later. Smile. No problem, madam. It is my duty. Someone's eyes were staring at both of you. He was none other than Jungkook. When he saw you talking so lovingly to the driver, his eyes turned red with anger. Madam, please sit in the car. Saying this, he opens the car door. When the car door opens, your eyes meet Jungkook's. When you see Jungkook, you get scared because you did not think that Jungkook was inside the car. What's more, seeing those angry eyes of Jungkook makes you sweat. Sit inside, cold voice. Jungkook's voice was so cold that you get scared and quickly sit inside the car. Boss, we reached the mansion. You relieved to hear this because Jungkook was just staring at you angrily, which you were afraid to see. Get out. Jungkook speaks in a dangerous voice, which scares you. The driver hears Jungkook's cold voice and gets out of the car. Seeing the driver going out, you also start getting out of the car. Then Jungkook holds your hand. What happened? Why are you holding my hand? You speak scared. Princess, why are you talking to him so nicely? You have not talked to me yet, but you were talking to him with a smile. The obsession for you was clearly visible in Jungkook's eyes. You get scared seeing Jungkook's psycho action. On top of that, the hand that Jungkook was holding also started hurting you. I won't talk to anyone now, please leave me, you said crying. Jungkook, who was fuming with anger, becomes upset when he sees tears in your eyes. Jungkook did not hold your hand so tightly that it turned red. In fact, your body was too soft, which is why your hand turned red when Jungkook held your hand. Princess, sorry, please don't cry. Jungkook says this while hugging you. Then Jungkook notices your hand which had turned red due to Jungkook holding it. Seeing which, Jungkook gets angry at himself. He angrily punches the car window, causing it shatter, causing you to get even more scared and tremble in Jungkook's arms. Jungkook was angrily hitting the washroom wall Blood was flowing from his hand like water, but he did not care. Actually, Jungkook is a very angry person since childhood, and he was obsessed with his things. He did not like anyone touching his things. Besides, you were his love. How could he tolerate you talking to someone so lovingly? For the moment Jungkook saw you for the first time in the morning, he accepted you as his own, and he felt as if you were only his. Everyone was eating, and then you come there and see Jungkook. You remember everything that which filled your heart with fear for Jungkook. Why did it take you so long to arrive? Aunt, I was talking to mom, so I got late. Okay, sit. Mrs. Jeon asked a maid to serve you dinner. You were eating dinner quietly. Seeing you eating quietly made Jimin feel something different because you never sat quietly. Are you angry with me that I did not drop you to school today? He pinches your cheek. When Jungkook sees this, he clenches his fist in anger. You push his hand away from your cheek when you see Jungkook so angry. Sorry, you made me angry, so I did not drop you to school. Jimin, don't talk while eating. Jungkook's voice was cold, which scared Jimin. After he heard it, and he did not talk at all. Jungkook, how did you get this injury on your hand? Actually, Jungkook had not yet started eating food, due to which Mrs. Jeon had not seen Jungkook's hand. I got hot in the washroom, mom. It is seriously hot? Mrs. Jeon comes to Jungkook and asks in a worried tone. Mom, I'm fine, don't worry. You were walking to your room when Jungkook pulled you and pressed you against the wall. What are you doing? Leave me. Princess, sorry, I didn't want to be angry at you, but I can't control myself when I see you talking so nicely to someone else. Jungkook said, holding your cheeks and touching his head to yours. You are the first girl to whom Jungkook has apologized, otherwise Jungkook had never apologized to anyone till date. Please let me go. You speak fearfully. Princess, why are you afraid of me? Please let me go. Princess, open your eyes and speak. After hearing Jungkook's words, you open your eyes, then your eyes met Jungkook's dark eyes, then you close your eyes again out of fear. Please let me go. I will never come face to face with you again. You speak in a pleading tone and Jungkook releases you. You go to your room as Jungkook releases you. Jungkook becomes sad to see you leave. You are so afraid of him because no one has even spoken to you so angrily before, and on top of that, Jungkook has those dangerous eyes that scare you the moment you see them. Jungkook was sitting on the couch like a devil and looking at the man. Please forgive me. Out of greedy, I made your photo viral. Rex, Rex, Jungkook's pet white tiger, who was sitting next to Jungkook and rubbing his head on Jungkook's leg, looks towards Jungkook when he hears Jungkook's voice. Jungkook gives Rex some signals. Taking Jungkook's signal, Rex starts walking towards the man. When the man sees Rex coming towards him, he gets scared. After some time, that man's scream was echoing, but Jungkook was not making any difference to it. Get the jet ready. We are leaving for Europe in a little while. Okay, boss? Mom, what happened? Why are you so angry? Your brother is not at home, nor is his phone connecting. He promised me that he would not go, but he left me and then went away. While saying this, Tears fell from Mrs. Jeon's eyes. Seeing Mrs. Jeon crying, Jimin hugs Mrs. Jeon. Mom, please don't cry. My son has been handling all the responsibilities since the age of 15. But till date, I have not been able to do anything for him. While saying this, Mrs. Jeon starts crying loudly. Actually, when Jungkook was 15 years old, his father died. After his father's death, everyone started conspiring to take over his father's company. Mrs. Jeon did not know how to manage the company because she was from a small family and had no knowledge of business. Due to which Jungkook went abroad and started managing the company alone with his studies, due to which Mrs. Jeon always felt guilty. You feel sad when you see Mrs. Jeon crying, and you feel that he is gone just because of you. Jungkook was angrily beating a man badly, and all his bodyguards were just watching. Why is the boss so angry? Daniel had just arrived, so he did not know what happened, so he asked David about it. David is Jungkook's bodyguard who handles all of Jungkook's underworld work. That man dared to touch Madam. Actually, when you first went to university, Jimin's classmate started liking you. He was a playboy, due to which Jimin threatened him to stay away from you. But he always noticed you, and when Jimin did not come to university yesterday, he proposed you, but you rejected his proposal. She is only mine. How dare you touch her? You touched her with your dirty hand, right? Even though Jungkook was away from you, his bodyguards secretly protected you on his orders. As Jungkook comes out of the washroom, his eyes fall on the large photo of you that was hanging behind his bed. Princess, I don't love you. I'm obsessed with you because love can take you away from me. But my obsession will keep you close to me and will never let you go away from me. The obsession for you is clearly visible in Jungkook's eyes. When you come into the room, Jimin is sitting angrily. What happened? Why are you so angry? Don't talk to me. I'm angry with you. If you had hit him, his father would have expelled you from the university. And I'm Jeon Jungkook's brother, so no one can touch me. My brother is the richest man in the world. That's why he can't get me out of university. But he is the president's son. If your brother knew this, he would be angry at you. And because of me, you get scolded. I can't see it. My brother would scold me, but I can tolerate so much for you. But you don't consider me your friend, so you stopped me from beating him. Tomorrow is my birthday. How will I celebrate my birthday if you stay angry with me like this? You emotionally blackmail Jimin. Stop emotional blackmail now. I won't celebrate my 18th birthday if you are mad at me. If you don't forgive me, I won't celebrate my 18th birthday. Now stop doing drama, or I won't give you your birthday present. Please let me meet Mr. Jungkook. A man was requesting a bodyguard outside Jungkook's villa. Sorry, the boss is busy right now. He can't meet anyone right now. Then Jungkook's car comes outside the villa and the man starts going near Jungkook's car and the bodyguard goes to stop the man. Mr. Jungkook, I need to talk to you about something. Please listen to me. You come with me, he says while holding the man's hand. Then Jungkook opens the door of the car and signals the bodyguard to leave. The bodyguard leaves from there. Mr. Jungkook, please leave my son. I came here from Europe to punish your son, and you are saying that I should leave your son? Mr. Jungkook, please forgive him. From now on, he will not look at any girl. This is my promise to you. Mr. Lee, it does not look good for a country president to beg in front of me. If anyone comes to know, your reputation will be ruined. Mr. Jungkook, please forgive him. I'll give you your son when you are pleading so much in front of me. Mr. Lee was very happy to hear this, but he was shocked to hear Jungkook's second words. David, tell the bodyguards to give Mr. Lee his son's dead body. Okay, boss, I'm not that cruel, but I don't know why people call me cruel. David and driver get shocked after hearing this from Jungkook. Driver, start the car. Hearing Jungkook's words, the driver comes to his senses and starts the car. Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write FF according to your title.